You have debt, you need a strategy. This is simpler than you think, and the payoff is real. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which method gives you the fastest results in 2025. Debt is one of those things we carry quietly, but feel loudly. Whether it's credit cards, personal loans, medical bills, student loans, or a combination of all of them, there comes a point where making random payments just doesn't work anymore. If you're watching this, you're probably ready to get organized, get serious, and actually see your balances move in the right direction. And in 2025, with higher interest rates and rising everyday expenses, choosing the right payoff strategy matters more than ever. Most people only know one way to pay debt: throw money at every bill and hope something changes. But two proven systems, the debt snowball and the debt avalanche, consistently help people get out faster, stay motivated longer, and save thousands on the way. What's surprising is that most people don't actually understand how they work or which one is right for them. So let's make this simple, practical, and tailored to today's financial reality. Let's start with the debt snowball. This is the method made famous by countless success stories online because it focuses on psychology, not math. With the snowball, you list all your debts from the smallest balance to the largest, ignoring interest rates completely. You pay minimums on every debt, then put all extra cash toward the smallest one first. When that first debt disappears, the payment you were making on it gets added to the next smallest balance, and the snowball grows. The magic here is the speed of early wins. The moment you knock out a small loan or a small credit card balance, something changes mentally. You see progress, you stay consistent, and you stop feeling overwhelmed. For people who struggle with motivation or have tried and failed before, this strategy works incredibly well. But, and this is important, the debt snowball isn't always the fastest or cheapest. Because you're not prioritizing interest rates, you might pay more in the long run compared to other methods. Still, for millions of people, the emotional momentum outweighs the difference in cost. And honestly, the most expensive method is the one you quit halfway through. A method you stick with is the cheapest one. Now, let's flip to the debt avalanche. This strategy is for people who want the mathematically fastest and most cost-effective route out of debt. You list all your debts from the highest interest rate to the lowest. Credit cards usually end up at the top of this list, followed by personal loans and sometimes older student loans. Just like the snowball, you pay minimums on everything, but all extra money goes to the debt with the highest interest. The avalanche saves you the most money over time, and in many cases, it gets you out of debt several months or even years earlier. The challenge: the avalanche takes patience. High-interest balances are often large, so it might take months before you eliminate your first debt. There's no instant win, no quick psychological reward. But if you're disciplined, patient, and motivated by numbers, this is the best financial choice. In 2025 especially, with credit card interest rates often above 25% APR, ignoring high-interest debt can cost you thousands. The avalanche directly attacks the debt that's hurting you the most. Which strategy works better in 2025? The honest answer: it depends on you. Because personal finance is always half math, half emotion. Let's break this down with what really matters. If you struggle with sticking to financial goals, the snowball is better. The early wins make you feel like the process is working, and that feeling keeps you going. If you've ever started budgeting, dieting, learning, or anything long-term and quit a few weeks in, the snowball is built for your personality. You'll feel the progress quickly, which makes you far more likely to finish. If you're analytical, patient, and motivated by saving money, the avalanche is better. You'll eliminate the most expensive debt first, and you'll pay less overall. It's the fastest method on paper, and for many people, that's the motivation they need. Now, here's where 2025 changes the equation slightly. High-interest debt, especially credit cards, is more dangerous than ever. With inflation still affecting daily life, many people accidentally carry higher balances for longer. If your credit card APR is above 22%, the avalanche gives you a much bigger payoff than it did 5 or 10 years ago. But if your debt is a mix of small balances, like a $300 medical bill, a $700 store card, or a $1,000 credit limit card. The snowball can give you multiple quick wins in a single month. That momentum can transform someone who feels stuck into someone who feels in control. Here's something people rarely talk about. You can combine these strategies. You don't have to pick one forever. Some people start with the snowball to get 3 or 4 fast wins, then switch to the avalanche to wipe out the expensive debt. That hybrid approach keeps your motivation strong while still saving you money. The best strategy is the one that keeps you consistent, because consistency beats perfection every single time. And while we're talking about consistency, let's get real about a common mistake people make: trying to pay off everything at once. This doesn't work. You scatter your money, you see no progress, and you start feeling like debt is permanent. But when you use a structured method like the snowball or avalanche, something powerful happens. You're telling your money where to go, instead of letting stress decide for you. Imagine this. It's 6 months from today. You've knocked out 3 debts, maybe 4. Your credit utilization is down. Your stress is down. Your confidence is up. And for the first time in a long time, you can actually see the finish line. That's what a clear strategy does. It turns a pile of bills into an organized, beatable plan. So now the question is, which method fits your personality, your lifestyle, and your financial situation? To help you decide, here's the simple rule of thumb. If you need motivation, choose the debt snowball. If you want to save the most money, choose the debt avalanche. Both are proven, both work, and both can change your life in 2025 if you commit to them. Pick a strategy and screenshot it now. Subscribe for real-world debt wins.